They're not a set. Hot spots in here where you're sitting, and that chair right there is where people are most likely to be interacted with in this room. Doing the Estes technique in that chair has made some really interesting things occur, not with the words so much, but what happens to the person sitting there. So if you like to do the Estes, that's a great place. On the table, there's some coins I found out metal detecting here. There's also some Missouri tax tokens, but those were all found on the land. We do see a shadow walk through the wall there, walk through that passageway there, walk towards the door here. And, I mentioned that Reverend McCombs bought the property and built the house and went to Dr. Connor, and then Clark Martin built this. There were two doctors that lived here and practiced here. One was Dr. Walter Dixon from 1928 to 1930. The other was Dr. Myron Jones from 1935 to 1947. We believe that was actually where they would have seen their patients. You can tell this used to open up to about right here and about where that picture that little girl is. When Nick and Marcy rescued the place, they turned it into a bathroom. But it would make sense that if they had patients come in from that door, because there was no building there, they could come in, be seen, go back out, and really wouldn't interfere with the family activities. And all the doorways used to have, doors that shut them. So that's our best guess for the physician's office. But it is now a functioning bathroom. Y'all are all welcome to use whatever you need. There's a room in the back I want to show you, but we probably need to do 2 and then 3 because it's pretty small. But that's where I have to put the things that make Judy feel a little bit uncomfortable. It's our little curiosity room.
Okay.
We'll bring a couple of you back here and take a look at it.
I'm good.
You're good, huh?
Anywhere you want to be.
Oh, wow.
So in this room, let's start in the corner. We've got some billy clubs, swagger sticks, paddles. We also have a ball and chain from a farm in Rome, Georgia from the 1800s. So that obviously has kind of a dark history with it. We have about 100-year-old plague mask that was, obviously not a real one. It was one that was a costume, but it's almost 100 years old.
Wow.
It's a viewing casket for an infant that came from a farm in Iowa. The doll was one we had out in the shed, so we put her in there. There's some Civil War items over there. There's some Confederate spurs, a Confederate bone saw, and a Union bone saw. The little tin and the box are both from gentlemen that served in the armies of the Potomac, and there are some shot in there. If you touch them, just remember they're lead and wipe your hands. A dead copperhead and black widow, brown recluse, and little snapping turtle in those bottles. Those are Alabama imports. The mask, our funerary mask from Africa, they would lay that over the deceased during the wake, and then when they buried them, they would keep that kind of as an ancestral worship. The rattle is a Native American shaman rattle, and I apologize, I cannot remember which tribe or which nation that was. On here, we've got several different carvings. Bottom one's from Guatemala. The little stone kid's head I just got from California from a thrift store. Just thought it was kind of cool looking. Yeah. We got some of the Hindu deities, some different demons that are carved out. We have a little figure that's from Africa that represents the world. I cannot remember his name. Those bones are from Indonesia, and I think those are water buffalo bones, the whiter ones here that are carved. Have a black obsidian mirror for scrying, also a crystal ball for scrying. We have a true human skull that came from Guy's Dental School over in Bristol, England. Traditional Rider-Waite tarot cards, the Golden Dawn cards, runes, Ouija boards from the gift shop in Winchester Mansion. Not anything too much of that. Got some dowsing rods as well. And then we got one of the Nasiki figures here. Wow. These are also from the Congo, and these are protective figures. They have glass eyes. They're supposed to watch over the family. The nails activate the energy, but if the nail has a piece of leather, it's a contract. So the head of one household and the head of the other hammer that in, and he's supposed to watch over to make sure they both keep their part of the bargain.
Wow.
These pipes, I believe, are from Japan. An old dagger that was handmade from mid-1800s. It's kind of like the Ouija board, but it doesn't turn much. I'm afraid to mess with it too much. Obviously, I don't want to break it. A couple of our guests say that thought those were used by Wiccans or pagans as just a ceremonial dagger, but not anything that actually, has any bad history with it. These are from a Indian camp in Georgia. This is over 100 years old. This, we believe, is tied in with voodoo, as obviously several things there.
Sure.
The place I got this said that his employees and customers often got nauseated around it or had nightmares. We've got 2 masks from Nepal that are shaman's masks that are from the mid-1800s. they were used in exorcisms and other religious rituals. There's a little bit of a curious smell here that's from that bottom one, that's yak skin that was pulled over, and I've tried to be aromatized a little with coffee grounds and things, but it still is a little bit pungent. Obviously, a lot of interesting things happen in this room. Do a lot of scrying in this room, and never see what I intend to, but I always get to see something or feel something.
Sure.
So,
Do you get much motion in this room when you're not around?
unfortunately, no. We keep hoping for it, but no, I've not seen anything really good on that yet.
Wow.
That's interesting.
Yeah. Very interesting room, for sure.
And you could tell when they finally got indoor plumbing, this was the bathroom. That's the old
Yeah.
curtain right
Oh,
there.
yeah.
See, in the next
That's
group,
cool.
I failed to mention this too. This came from the same lady that gave us the picture. She said she attached a spirit named Charlie to that.
Wow.
So again, I don't know. Haven't had anything in particular happen, but he's still under glass.
You never know.
Yeah.
All right, we'll send the next ones in.
You wanna go to the scary room?